Hello and welcome to the Average FPLers podcast. My name's Russell, and as always, I'm joined by Mike. How are we doing?
Hello there.
Fine. Not doing too well. Mike's very ill, got fevers and stuff.
Yes. Yeah,
So
it's not. It's like a tropical fever.
yeah,
I go from being desperately cold in 22-degree heat.
but at least FPL's going well for you. So which we'll get into. So let's look at
Allegedly,
the topics. Allegedly.
allegedly.
So we'll have a look at game week 36, see if you allegedly did well. And then we'll look ahead at game week 37, which is obviously a double, the penultimate game week as well. Mike, you're on a bench boost, so we'll look at that. And we'll look at the Hub AI recommended transfers. So game week 36 first. So yeah, you got 106 points, another green arrow. I'd say that's
Yes.
good. You captained Haaland.
It's the only thing that I did that was different from the majority of people, really.
Got Jackson, who actually scored for once.
Yeah, yeah. I got the London Darwin. Turns out he's not actually like Darwin. He's all right.
Mm,
Um, yeah. I mean, he was kind of like a holdover from. I obviously played the wild card, so I had for the first double, which was Chelsea and Tottenham the week before. Week before sounds right. Um, yeah, and
yeah.
so I thought Jackson would have more fixtures than a different striker. I slightly disappointed that I'd had to sell Mateta to get him,
Mm,
but I wasn't expecting Chelsea to demolish West Ham 5-0. If I'm being honest, I don't think many people were.
no. No, I don't think that'd
I
be
thought
that
I
bad.
thought I thought it might be like a 1-0, sorry, 2-1, but a 5-0, and Palmer was involved in I think one assist, was he? I think he only got 8 points.
Yeah.
Um, and that went. Oh no, Palmer scored, but he didn't actually get any bonus.
Mm,
Um, that went in my favour too, because obviously this week quite a significant number of players went for a differential captain because they assumed Haaland would be bad still.
mm-hmm.
Um, and you know, getting 16 from Palmer wasn't bad. Um,
Could have been worse. Could have
yeah,
brought De Bruyne in for Salah and captained him and got
yeah, I
four
wouldn't have done
points.
that. I mean, I had forewarned you that Salah was up against Emerson Royale.
I know. I knew it was inevitable that Salah would score, but
I mean, he was up against Emerson Royale. It was a question of how long would it take, not if it would happen. I mean, it was bad.
probably
I
earlier
tell you how
earlier in the
bad.
season, I would have kept Salah, and if he hadn't been so bad for so long, and I'd held on to him, and obviously I'd banked on him in that last double, and he didn't do me well in there, so I think I just had enough. So it's a bit of a rage transfer that I bought 3 City players in, got rid of all my Liverpool players, and uh,
Mm.
and then yeah, inevitably Salah goes and scores and gets 13 points, and De Bruyne
I mean,
gets two.
yeah, De Bruyne was bought by 500,000 managers last week, so you weren't
Hmm.
the only one that happened to.
No.
Um, but yeah, in terms of the Haaland thing, Haaland looked quite good when he played against Nottingham Forest. He come off the bench, if I remembered, got a goal,
Hmm.
and I know Wolves' defense was very, very leaky after the last few games.
Yeah.
That's why City at home, I'm definitely captain Haaland. My mind's not swaying on that, even though everyone else was going for like Palmer or and there was the other De Bruyne, and then there was another one that was quite popular that quite a lot of people own. Isak, yeah, Isak.
Exactly. That wouldn't have been
Um,
too bad either. That's yeah.
well, he missed a penalty, but
Yeah.
so it could have been more, and it could have
Yeah.
been more for Gordon as well, because obviously if he'd put that penalty away, Gordon would have got the assist for it.
Hmm.
So the average would have been even higher.
Yeah.
But yeah, other than that, it was just a bit of luck and surprisingly Nicola Jackson going a bit wild this week. I mean,
Mm.
in general, just West Ham getting completely battered, which doesn't bode well. I mean, this week they got Luton, but
Mm.
the week after they got City away. So, and a lot of people
Yeah.
already, I've seen quite a few um, people posting their moves for this weekend, next week, and they're going, "Oh, next week I think I might gamble and sell Foden for Salah because Salah's got Wolves." And you think, yeah, but Foden's got West Ham, and West Ham have, I think they've lost 9 games in a row,
Mm-hmm.
something stupid, or they haven't won in 9, and they're about to go through regime change now with Lopetegui coming in.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll be banking on Man City. I think after how bad West Ham's defense was this week against Chelsea as well. Chelsea haven't exactly been inspiring anyone.
Yeah. Annoyingly, Man City are coming up against all the teams that are completely out of form. So
Yeah.
that's fun.
Oh,
Being an
they got
Arsenal
a
fan.
yeah. Or they got, I mean, Emerson Royal was bad. I just can't understand why they didn't. Why was on a midfielder's job to give him protection during the Liverpool game? Like they knew he was up against like one of the best attackers in the Premier League,
Mm-hmm.
and they left him to it on his own,
Yeah.
and he got absolutely battered. He
Yeah.
got pulled to pieces, and uh, it only got better when we substituted him, and
Mm.
Oliver Skip came on as an
Hmm.
inverted left back, which somehow was infinitely better. So yeah, don't be too surprised if if Skip starts on Saturday on at left back against Burnley.
Mm.
Um, but yeah, it was an all right week. I could have done better. Slightly disappointing. Some other people got quite a lot of managers this weekend. Fernandez, because he didn't play,
Hmm.
got players off the bench for extra points.
Mm.
Anything from Jackson to Isak, etc. Um, and I got Dallo off my bench for share.
Oh, that was good.
Dallo managed to get it not a lot, so
Yeah.
that'll do. I'll take 106. I am uh still 20,000 off of my rank that I was 12 weeks ago. So I've we got 2 weeks left. I'm nearly at the rank I was at game week 25, my season high.
Oh, well, I'm like about 560 off my rank that I was a few weeks ago, but in the wrong
Yeah,
direction. So
yeah.
yeah, so that's fun. I mean, yeah, it's just I'm over now. My season's done. I tried to look for a glimmer of hope. I thought, oh well, maybe I can beat my best score ever, but I'd need 356 points in 2 game weeks to do that. So
You
yes.
never
So
know.
my last glimmer of hope was like, yeah, no, that's not going to happen. So yeah, so yeah, I'm pretty much done. I'm just waiting for the end now.
Waiting for the end.
Yeah, I mean, like I said this week, I kind of rage transfers those City players in, and
Yeah.
I mean, bringing Haaland back in for Mateta was kind of good, but maybe I should have done it for Solanke and kept Mateta. Um, and yeah, obviously taking Salah out didn't go well, and then I picked the wrong captain as well. So yeah,
Well, he wasn't the only
another
one
red.
for that. I mean, many people didn't pick the right captain this week, but um, it was just one of those weird game weeks where it looked like, oh, if you picked Haaland as a captain, it was going to be a good game week, and then
Hmm.
everyone else that people owned started coming in. I mean, you still got 68, which is quite a decent score in itself. Yet this week
Yeah,
it was so ridiculously high,
below
the
the
average,
average.
Yeah, but I mean, that's what I'm saying. The average this week was so ridiculously high.
Mm.
I think last week that would have been a healthy green arrow 68.
Yeah, I mean, weirdly, looking across my team, most people returned. Um, yeah,
That's what
yeah,
I'm saying. It's not. It weren't like it. You picked like loads of bad players. You know.
yeah. I got returns from most players. Yeah, uh, Kaminsky in goal didn't get me. Zabana in defence one. Barkley had to come in for share. He got two, and yeah, De Bruyne. But yeah, obviously picking the wrong captain. That's what completely blew
Yeah.
my
20. That's a
my
20
game
point
week.
swing.
Yeah. Even if I'd picked one of the others like Palmer or Son or Isaac, that would have done me better. But yeah, so yeah, it's not good. So
No, but again, if even if you check like our mini league, you can see a significant number of people who gambled against Haaland.
hmm
And you can tell by the scores,
I
and
don't want to
it's
look at a
literally
mini
just
league because I've dropped from second a few weeks ago down to 12th. So it's been pretty epic.
yeah, it's the slide. That's a
It's been
snakes and ladders job, but
oh yeah, it's been an epic fall. It has so.
gosh, it makes you
Uh,
feel any better. I can't. I don't think I can get to my personal best score wise here because I think I still need 200 odd. And your personal best is higher than mine.
2,524. I got
Yeah.
2 years ago. 76k finish. So I'm definitely not making that this year. So yeah. It
um.
was looking likely a few weeks ago, but yeah,
Yeah.
it's all gone a bit wrong since that last double where it didn't go for me, and kind of before that, yeah, yeah, not good.
That's the way it goes sometimes, right? I like I said, I won differential captain because he got 4 goals. You kind of know how I felt now. 2 years ago, was it? When I captained Havertz. I think
Mm,
you all captain Salah. And Chelsea won 7-0. And Havertz was the only bugger that didn't get
didn't get any
anything in
points.
at all. He got 3 points.
Mm-hmm.
And Salah went and got, was it 29?
Yeah.
So if you captain him, it was like 58. And that was it. That was my season done in game week 7 or game week 9.
Yeah, at least I held out until the latter game weeks to completely tank my season.
Yeah.
So
But he's still beating Gaz.
yeah, true, true. But yeah, we should probably look at what we're planning to do this week then. So I've
I'm hoping to
put
see
my
creativity from you.
well, I'm not. I mean, I'm not really that fast. So, but
That's what I'm saying. So you can have a good time, can't you? If you're not that fast.
oh, I mean, I'm not that far. I didn't even fill in my scores and stuff.
Oh,
Uh,
jeez, Russ.
yeah, that's good, isn't it?
That's very unprofessional.
I know. What am I
Yeah.
on? 2163 maybe.
I like how you're asking me, and I've this is the first time I've been out of bed in a
Ah,
week.
close. 2168. Yeah, and 665k. 665. There we go. Right. Anyway, yeah, I'll run through my team. Um, so I've got Vicario in goal. I've got Dallo, Fabian Schär, Vardiol at the back. Obviously, Fabian Schär needs to come out. Johnson, Son, Palmer, De Bruyne captain, and Barkley in midfield. And Isak and Haaland up front. And then my bench is Kaminsky, Solanke, Zabania, and Gabriel. So I was looking good last week. I was looking like I could have 11 doublers. And all I'd need to do is make one change. But then turns out Share's slight knock was more serious. So he's out. So that means I now have to take a -4 if I want 11 doublers.
Yeah,
Uh,
and
so
you're and and you're benching Gabriel, who's away against, well, apparently a Man United that's not got any centre backs.
Yeah, but yeah, I'm an Arsenal fan, so I'm gonna not jinx anything. I've got
Not
nothing.
jinx
I've
it.
got nothing to play for, so I'm just gonna bench Gabriel. I'm gonna keep him and bench him every week until we either um, stupidly lose to United or Everton, or Man City just carry on winning and we don't win the league. Um, so yeah,
I enjoy your optimism there.
yeah. I mean, it's good to be in it this close to the end. Um, how bad
Better than
man,
last year.
how bad Man United are, I'm sure they will turn up against Arsenal because they always bloody do. So yeah, that does worry
I
me.
mean, it'd be a monumental ask.
Yeah, it wouldn't
If they're at
surprise
Old
me.
Trafford, but if Fernandez, Rashford is out, and they got no centre backs, Casemiro got he lost 8 duels, wasn't it? Or he got dribbled past 8 times.
Yeah.
It's like the worst a player has done all season. Um,
Oh yeah, I
you
mean
know, and
they've been
Palace just
awful, but
opened them up.
yeah, I just know what they're like. They'll turn up for that game, and it'd be really annoying.
Like, yeah, I can feel it. I can feel it in my bones.
Yeah,
I'm already setting my
yeah.
anger to livid.
So yeah, I'm quite happy to bench Gabriel. I'm fine with that.
So,
Um,
so, so what are your options, your alternatives?
well, the hub's telling me to get Jackson for Solanke, but
Yeah, go and get the London the
as
London Darwin.
as good as Jackson did last week, I'm not falling for that. No, I'm sure he will do well again this week, but I'm not falling for it. I'm not having it.
Like, it's a bloody trap.
Yeah.
Freaking falling for any of that shit.
So at the moment, I put Madueke and Trippier to come in for Cher and Barkley. My alternate to that would be Cucurella and Gordon, or even Harvey Barnes. Might even bring Harvey Barnes in
I wouldn't bring
because
Harvey Barnes.
why the hell not, eh?
Barnes has been starting on the bench.
Yeah, that's the reason I don't want to bring Barnes in. But
So there was a rumor yesterday. I think I caught a glimpse of that. Callum Wilson might be injured again. So if he is,
uh,
Barnes is probably not the worst pick. But if Wilson's fit, then obviously maybe do something around that if you've got any cash.
yeah,
I mean,
I
because
like the idea of Gordon, but I've got Gordon in my draft team,
yes,
and so I thought
Madueke is
I might as
obviously
well
a
double
cheap
up.
alternative. I guess you haven't got a lot of money in the bank.
Oh, I've got loads of money. Yeah, like doing those
Oh yeah,
transfers, I'll have about 2 point something million in the bank.
oh dear. Well, Trippier, it's not confirmed that he's fit and that he's going to start. So
Nah,
I mean,
but I
you could
figured
go.
um, he's probably
He'd be a
he's the
differential.
more exciting option. If he plays, then you've got the potential of getting a
Yeah,
goal or an assist or something like that. So
I mean, or you could go for Cucurella, like you said, but instead of changing Barkley, leave Barkley on the bench and do Solanke out for Wilson if he's confirmed fit, and do Wilson
mm,
and Isak up front.
mm,
With that'd be a great differential because if you remember this time last season, everyone went Isak over Wilson, and Isak got like 4 points, and Wilson got 56.
that is true.
So,
Yeah, I would be tempted
so
with Wilson. Yeah, Wilson wouldn't be too
you know what
bad.
I mean? 3-4-3. I mean, because the hub's already telling you to get Jackson, but if you're telling me you got a bundle of money, I think Wilson's only like point 0.9 more than Jackson. So wait for the press conferences tomorrow, like tomorrow evening, before you pull any triggers
Yeah.
on the midfield striker thing. But
I
yeah,
I mean I did
I
think
think
of not bothering changing share, just playing Zabania, um
yeah,
and doing it that
if
way.
you don't want to take hits, but I mean, if you want 11 doublers, you could. I mean, it depends where you want to go to. You could go and get a Brighton defender if you wanted to, like Dunk, or you could go and get, God forbid, a Man United defender like Wan-Bissaka, considering you said they'll turn up against Arsenal.
Yeah.
Um, Cucurella's
But
not
no,
a bad option.
I've
I
already
quite.
got Dallo. That's enough Man
Oh
U
yeah, of course,
defense
yeah.
for me. I mean,
Yeah, that's true.
Dallo's probably my worst transfer in of the season. I think maybe bringing
Yeah,
Dallo in was the start of my downfall. So,
at least he's been playing 90 minutes every week. It's just Man United have not been very good.
oh yeah, no, I mean
Um,
the other week I think he hit the post or something, and he looked from an attacking perspective he looked quite good, and I thought, oh well, he might get something. And
yeah, he could have got an assist against Palace.
yeah,
Just Man United players can't actually bury anything.
mm-hmm.
Um, yeah, I get. Oh, I mean, there are a couple options for Chelsea. Cucurella's great. Chalobah I really like.
Mm.
Um, or, or yeah, I don't know what else you're missing really from a double perspective. But I still think Wilson's got the bigger upside than Trippier if Wilson's definitely fit. Because they're against
Ah,
Brighton at home. Brighton's defence is bad,
yeah,
and Man United's defence is bad. And the one thing that Newcastle have been really good at recently is attacking, not defending. So
true.
don't you come down with what I've got.
No, that's cat hair getting up my nose. That is.
Mhm.
So,
But
yeah, yeah. Actually, yeah. Wilson. Yeah, maybe I'll do Wilson, and then.
do you know what I
Uh,
mean? Wilson, you've got a differential captain in De Bruyne, but if you really wanted to gamble, you could switch it to Wilson or just keep it on De Bruyne. But having Wilson and Isak,
maybe I go Wilson,
that was what.
Cucurella. I think
Yeah,
I'm definitely going to captain De Bruyne.
that's
Yeah,
fine. That
just
makes
going to
sense.
go
You
with
know,
that.
he's probably going to play both because Man City need to win the league, right? They need to win both games. So
Yeah,
there's a strong chance that he plays both.
yeah,
Whether he gets 90 in both or he gets hooked after they're winning convincingly.
yeah.
Um, but yeah, that was going to be my until Cher got injured. Or I'll rephrase that. Sorry, Cher got injured, and my original plan was I'll keep the team as I had, and change Cher to a defender of some description that was fairly cheap, and then I was going to change one of my strikers. I was going to actually remove Jackson to
Mm,
bring in Wilson and have a
mm.
double Newcastle attack and Hart. The problem with that is Jackson decided to be quite good for the last few weeks,
Yep.
and then Madison's been left on the bench to rot for the last 3 games. So yeah, so I've got some different questions and issues potentially than yourself, but
Yeah, well, as we're talking,
it,
we might as well move on to your team then.
I guess if you're not prepared to,
No, I'm
if
done
you've
with
not
mine.
much more to, don't make me laugh too hard. I can't.
There's yeah. No, I don't
Right,
want to look at it anymore. It's depressing me. So
no more dwelling.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
so my team, I'm on a bench post. Uh,
Fancy pants.
yeah, fancy pants, sort of. So I've got Petrovic in goal, Cher, who's injured, Pedro Porro, Walker, Phil Foden, Gordon, Son, Palmer, and then Haaland. Got Isak, who's currently my captain, and Nicola Jackson. Then my bench is Raya, Madison, Gabriel, Dallo. Uh, I have 2 free transfers. My original plan was just to use one or use 2 to get Wilson,
Mm-hmm.
but Madison's kind of shit the bed a bit with being really, really, really bad and out of form. So
Yeah.
bad, I don't think he's going to the Euros now.
Yeah.
Um,
Probably not. No, not
I, I,
in the form
I
he's in.
still don't. I don't know how many players we're allowed to take. So I've heard someone say 23, but I'm sure
I
they
think
said it was
it's no, it's
bumped up to 26.
26 now. Yeah, it's been
But
bumped
still,
up.
even with 26, you know, um, Who was it who didn't play in the last set of Euros that should have? Gordon played. I think it was Palmer, right?
Or was it one of the
I
Chelsea
think it was,
players?
yeah, Palmer, right?
No, no, he would have been a
Did
City
Palmer not?
still then.
No, no,
Palmer,
no.
Palmer didn't even go.
No. What I mean is the last set of internationals. It was like a month ago.
I don't know. Won't pay
Someone
attention
who
to
was
that.
banging form didn't play a single minute for England, and England fans were furious. And
It
yeah,
could have
I
been
think it was
Palmer.
Palmer.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, Palmer's on for league top scorer. If you're
Yeah.
taking Madison over Palmer, that's
That's
lunacy, right?
madness. Yeah, Palmer's got to go.
Yeah,
Definitely.
on form alone,
Yeah.
just as an option. Because with a squad of 26, you want that kind of that wild card figure. Plus, obviously, the amount of injuries we're getting with defenders across this country. You probably want to take two defenders that play anywhere across the pitch.
Yeah.
Chalobah, for example, might sneak in
I'm not going mad.
right at the depth.
Golden's English as well, isn't
Yes, he is.
he? Yeah. I'd
He
say
played in the last set
I'd
internationals.
say he's got to go as well.
Yeah, Gordon
But
will go.
I'd say you've got three of the players there. They've got to
Yeah, that's
go.
what I'm saying. So I can't see Madison going now
No.
in the form he's in. Even if he had a really exceptionally good 3 weeks, I'd still be hard to leave Gordon and Palmer out.
Mm-hmm.
And they play in a similar position as him.
Yeah.
And if you drop Madison deeper, well, that's Bellingham's spot.
Mm-hmm.
He's not taking Bellingham's spot anytime. So
Nope.
you know, yeah. So I'm sort of in a quandary with what to do with Madison because Tottenham were bad against Liverpool. I mean, we
Yeah.
went 4-0 down again,
Yeah.
but when we brought Madison on, when we played Skip as left back, we actually got a couple back and showed some spirit. But I mean, some speculating that Madison starts at Burnley, but I don't know.
Mm.
It just feels like he probably isn't going to. And so that's a transfer I was considering. And I thought, well, if Trippier's considered fit and I can't do my Wilson move, maybe I could bring in Trippier for share.
Mm-hmm.
So then I still have um, a full contingency of doublers. And then I just roll with the two Arsenal boys. We're on single game weeks.
Yeah, which
So yeah,
hopefully will be fine.
I mean, I'm not worried either way, right?
Mm.
Bench boost has never been great for me. The only time I've had a really, really, really good one was a couple of years back when John Stones scored 2 goals
Mm-hmm.
for
Yeah.
City.
Yeah.
Should have double. I think he got like 30 plus points,
Mm-hmm.
and like that was the first time he'd scored in 200 odd Premier League games.
Yeah.
And that was the week when almost everyone else had triple captained, and I just bench boosted last minute. I panicked and it's like, no, I want a bench boost because I think Stones is going to get 2 clean sheets. So I'm not expecting that kind of level of jam, but Arsenal got the
Yeah.
best defence in the league. Man United are terrible. A clean sheet, a 0-0 would be fine. I mean, it wouldn't be great for Arsenal, but a 0-0 for me would be fine. Two
Mm.
clean sheets there.
Yeah.
It'd be three because I got Dallo on the bench as well. So that'd be my ideal scenario, really. Arsenal, Man United, 0-0 on my bench boost. And then instead of Madison, it would be Richarlison as my gamble. And then Trippier would be in for share, which is another real gamble. I guess if I'm going to have 2 punts like that, I probably should put my captaincy back on Haaland.
Yeah. I mean, Richarlison
Um,
made you look better as well. Tottenham when he came on.
yeah, well, I mean, played for Everton, didn't he? So he kind of hates Liverpool in that sense.
Mm. Yeah.
Plus, he knows how to run, which is
Mm.
always handy for
Mm.
football.
Yeah. That does help.
Um, so yeah, I don't know if he'll start both, but I would imagine he starts Burnley. And Burnley at home is probably the better fixture you want someone for, right? And if Richarlison starts up top and Son starts on the left, then I've got both, and I'll be on a bench boost, so it could be could be good.
Mm.
And I've never really wavered. If I could have got away with one transfer, I mean, I can technically. I could just do share to a double game week defender. It doesn't have to be Trippier. I could do Dan Burn, I guess. Or if I really wanted to gamble,
Not
and I thought
Dunk,
he's been
as the hub suggests.
Dunk.
Well, the
I
hub
mean,
suggests you
Dunk
should
is,
do two. You should get rid of Walker and bring in Vardiol, which seems like a weird one.
which sounds, yeah, that's just like
Yeah.
going, moving around for the sake of it, right?
Yeah. But yeah, the other ones share to Dunk. But that, I don't know,
Which is
that
not the
doesn't.
worst.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, maybe it's
Well,
alright.
Vardiol's got more attacking potential, right?
Yeah.
But Walker's probably got more assured chance of starting both because he's the club captain.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I went for him in the first place on my wild card.
Yeah.
And in Dunk, I guess he's club captain for Brighton. I think he still takes free kicks, but he's not very good at them. Like Harry Kane, free kick taking for Tottenham.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and yeah, he's good for set pieces. Plus, I think didn't they beat Aston Villa the other day and kept a clean sheet? So maybe that's why Dunk's starting to appear
Yeah,
in
they
more.
did. Yeah.
So an out of form um, Man United for the final day as well was probably a better three game.
Mm.
They're looking at Dunk as a 3 game thing rather than a thingy. Um, but yeah, I wouldn't change Walker just for the sake of that. It seems silly.
No, yeah, that.
So, I mean, I don't really want to change the doublers I've got now, but I'm having to because one's injured and one's a real minutes risk. But even if I did want to change Addison, I could do the one, share to whoever who's a doubler, and then just have 2 transfers on the final day, kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
That's another option
You got two
because we
free.
always get leaked.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
I've
got
got two
two
free
free.
now. Yeah, so.
Yeah. So I don't know. I mean, I think I'll wait for press conferences now because if he said Trippier was fit and starting, that would put a dilemma in my head.
Mm.
Um, if he says that Wilson's out, bad for what I just suggested for you, but good in the sense of if he says Wilson's out, you can go and pick Harvey Barnes as a random Russ
Ah.
going gamble mad. And I can be more confident in Captain Isak because it means Isak's going to keep penalties even though he missed. And
Mm.
he's going to be playing up top, which is where he's been getting, 2 goals a game
Yeah.
for the last few weeks. That's why he's in with a chance of winning league top scorer.
I think
I mean, it's going to be
Isak and
difficult.
Wilson started together last week, didn't they?
They did, but I think Isak was pushed to the left rather than starting like down
Uh,
down the middle.
yeah, it's not.
Plus, obviously, Isak missing a penalty. If Wilson is fit and starts, I imagine he's back on penalties.
Mm, maybe.
That makes Isak less of a captaincy sort of shout then. Um,
Well, I think
so yeah,
Wilson was probably still on when they got the penalty, so Isak took that
yeah,
one.
yeah, yeah. That's what I'm. Oh, I know that, but what I'm saying is because Isak missed this time, and
Yeah.
Wilson's their normal penalty taker.
Uh,
So it could be that Isak still stays as the penalty taker because he is now the number one taker. But
mm,
sometimes, like with Arsenal this season,
mm,
Odegaard's taken some, Saka's taken some.
yeah.
There's been some ambiguity there, which is a great word to say,
Mm,
and to sound smart when you sound completely wrecked with illness.
yeah.
Um, but yeah, so I don't know what I'm doing per se. Press conferences will probably make it easier because you never know what's going to happen at a press conference now. So
No, yeah.
um,
But yeah, I think we're both waiting for the Newcastle one then, because yeah.
Newcastle one's the most important one, really, because if we got news that Cher was fit, we don't need to do anything, right? So
Oh,
we
yeah.
could do something else more creative and fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be
You
handy
can-
if it turns out Cher is fit.
yeah, if you only got one star and it was Brighton at home, I'd take that
Mm-hmm.
and just do one transfer. Maybe just transfer Madison out for Richarlison as a gamble and just whole of it.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I think that's me. It's slightly boring, but
Yeah.
I mean, it's ridiculously template as a team because apparently
uh,
in the top 100K, 82% of people are playing their bench boost this week. So that's a lot of bench boost.
mm.
82,000 bench boosts in 1 week. Uh,
Well, that's been one of my big problems. I used my chips up too early, I think, and they didn't go
yeah,
well.
it depends how many points you got on your boost, right?
Not many. My bench boost didn't go well. My free hit went very badly, and my
Well,
triple
see,
captain was mediocre. So
the free hit, all of yous, the millions played it in 29, right? So that's just is what it is kind of thing. Triple captain, I played the same week as you. We got 5 from Haaland, wasn't
yeah,
it? Or
yeah,
10? 10.
yeah, something rubbish.
Yeah, but there's no guarantee this bench boost this week goes well, right? So it looks good. The thing with the bench boost, it always looks good on paper before the deadline. You go, oh look,
Mm-hmm.
there's some great fixtures. We've got some great players,
Yeah.
and then you get one injury or one guy benched, or you have one shock result that's like 1-1 or something, and you're like, oh, this is an absolute bloody nightmare.
Yeah. Well.
So
Yeah. You only need Arsenal to concede one silly goal, and
Arsenal, Man United turns out 1-1, and I've got 3 defenders from that game
yeah.
on my boost. So it's a waste almost, right?
yeah. Unless one of them get an assist or a goal, but if they don't, yeah.
No, I haven't got exactly the players that are likely to get there, have I? Unless Rice somehow makes a kick out that results in an assist.
Hmm.
Lord knows Dallos tries to set up Hoyland and that, and they can't score to save their lives. So yeah, I mean, it looks okay for now. I got 2 transfers. I got some flexibility. I think the biggest thing this week might be not what moves I make, but the fact that I'm not going to take hits or get too excited. Um, there's a lot of -4s, -8s, significant number of -12s. I mean, and if there's anyone taking a -12 that's above me in the league,
Hmm.
just to get a decent bench boost, it catches me out 12 points, doesn't it? So,
Yeah. Yeah.
um, yeah. So we'll see, I guess. But I quite like the idea of Richarlison as a gamble. Not that I think Tottenham are going to finish the season strong, but they got Burnley and they got Sheffield United, right? So I've got F3 Tottenham, like every other idiot.
Yeah,
So
I don't like the fact that I've got 3 Tottenham, but then you do have Sheffield United on the last game of the season, so I'm like, "Ah, well, I might as well just bloody stick with it now."
just
So
give it a go,
yeah,
see what happens, right?
yeah,
If there's one fixture you want on the last day of the season, you want the team that's finished bottom and has conceded at this point in time, what, over 100 goals.
yeah, yeah.
So, I mean, it'll be the last day of the season. They're playing conscience clear now because they know they're relegated. So they'll probably be decent these last few weeks, but
Mm-hmm.
still, you've got to make that ambitious calculation and go, oh, hopefully they'll still be the same old Sheffield United.
Yeah, well, their defense is still going to be rubbish, I'd imagine.
Shite.
So
Yeah.
so yeah, yeah. So I've
We'll see how it turns out.
got to stick with it. Not that it matters for me anyway. So yeah,
You never know if you get confirmation Wilson's fit and you take that gamble. Like I said, if he gets like 56 points,
yeah,
still a
maybe.
good it's a good recovery
Yeah.
that not a lot of people are going to do this week.
Mm. Yeah, no, yeah, I might go for that. I might just go for that actually, thinking about it,
Or if he's out
rather than take a
and we know he's
-4.
definitely out,
So
yeah. But if he's out and he's red flagged and we know he's definitely out, then I guess go and get Harvey Barnes and have a
yeah,
gay old merry time. No?
yeah, that could also be fun. So
He hasn't been bad, Barnes. That's the thing that's quite probably irritating for him that he got dropped for
Mm.
Wilson, who's fit, and yet Barnes hasn't been that bad.
But yeah, the other thing, like Barnes came off the bench a few weeks ago, didn't he? And he got like quite a big points haul. So I
Yeah,
figure
he got return.
even if he starts on the bench, he could still be good. So
Yeah, he could be a good option.
yeah,
It's a double game week, right?
yeah.
And their last game of this season is Brentford away, so that's not the worst game either.
And
So
Harvey Barnes, for old time's sake, he was always a favourite of ours last season when he was at Leicester.
a laughable favourite, yes.
Oh yeah, yeah. He rarely did well for us,
No,
but yeah, for shits and giggles, I could put him in.
Newcastle got a much better attack than Leicester, so he's worth the gamble, I guess, in that sense.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll wait to the news so don't get hasty and do any early transfers for the sake of point one or whatever, especially if you've got a
Oh,
treasure trove of
yeah.
cash.
No, I don't need to worry about money. Is not an issue. So yeah, I can wait. I can wait till Saturday morning to do mine.
There you go.
Yeah. Yeah. Cool. Right. Well, if that's everything, we could wrap it up there then.
Oh, apart from that, I'm in our mini league cup. I'm in the semi-finals.
Oh, yeah, I was going to ask about
Yeah.
cups. Yeah. Oh, that's good. Yeah.
I,
I'm pretty sure I won it last year, so be good to
you
keep
said
it.
that, yeah.
Be good to keep it in house.
Well, I
That
think
would be nice.
I'm against the dead team that hasn't played in weeks.
Oh, so you should be all right.
No, I mean it's a dead team that the guy hasn't made a transfer in like weeks and weeks and weeks, like forever. I think he's only made like 3 transfers all season,
Okay,
and yet he's in the semi-final of our cup. So you know that's quite frightening
that sounds
that
about
he's
right.
done nothing, can't be bothered with the game, and he's managing to beat all the managers in our league that's actually taking it serious.
Yep, awesome. That sounds good.
Yes,
And I went out in the first round
yeah,
to my dad. So yeah,
keeping it in the family.
yeah. I assume he's out. I've not looked.
Yeah, it's me. I can't remember all of them. I'll have to tell you when we go off air.
Yeah,
But there's only 4. It's a semi-final, obviously. But
obviously. Yeah. Oh,
yeah,
but yeah, should be good. That's exciting then. You could be in a final on the final
exciting
day.
day. Yeah,
Yeah,
I had to wear my
brilliant.
suit and everything.
Yeah, you have to.
Yeah,
uh, awesome. Right. Well, we shall leave it there. Yeah, thanks everyone for listening. You can find us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram at AverageFPLers. And our mini league code's still there. It's 5FDX0Q. So yeah, we'll be back to see how we got on. And then give our preview for the final game week. So yeah, until then, take care. We'll see you soon. Bye bye.
ta